The Azerbaijani losses as of Wednesday amounted to 130 people killed, 260 wounded, 29 different types of armored vehicles, 3 TOS-type heavy artillery, and 11 different types of UAVs, Suren Sarumyan, spokesman for the Ministry of Defense of Artsakh, told a briefing Thursday. On September 27th, the Azerbaijani Armed Forces launched an offensive along the entire length of the line of contact in Karabakh. Both Armenia and Azerbaijan have declared martial law and mobilized their armed forces. In general, all the corpses of Azerbaijani soldiers that ended up in the Armenian territory had syringes in the pockets, Vahram Poghosyan, spokesperson for the Artsakh President, told a briefing Thursday. This bespeaks that Azerbaijan is sending troops to war in a state of already drug. This is definitely a war crime from the point of view of international law, he added. The Artsakh Information Center has published a photo of one of the Azerbaijani drones that was downed in Askaran town by Artsakh. The peaceful settlement was the target of the UAV. The UAV was hit in the neighborhood of a residential district. The photos were provided by the State Service of Emergency Situations of the Artsakh Republic, reads the respective statement on the Facebook page of the Artsakh Information Center. The units of the Artsakh Defense Army on Thursday shot down an Azerbaijani combat helicopter in the area of Varazatup Leletepe in the southern part of the Artsakh-Azerbaijani conflict zone, and it crashed in the territory of Iran. The Defense Army informs NEWS.am that the Artsakh Ministry of Defense states that the aforesaid was not intentional, and as the hostilities unleashed by Azerbaijan are very close to the Iranian border, unfortunately such cases are inevitable. The support of Ankara, Turkish private military companies select mercenaries in Syria and transfer them to the Karabakh conflict zone to take part in hostilities on the Azerbaijani side, the UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, the SOHR, reported. It has registered at least 850 such militants transferred to Azerbaijan. Their main task was to protect certain facilities, but as a result, they were involved in hostilities. Citing its sources, the SOHR reports that the majority of these mercenaries are of Turkmen descent. Arab factions supporting Ankara, however, have refused to provide militants. In the meantime, the SOHR has documented the death of the first Syrian fighter from Ankara-backed factions. Israel is sending weapons to Azerbaijan amid the escalation, according to officials and intelligence sources, Al Arabiya English reported. Israel has been one of the main providers of arms to Azerbaijan, despite Armenia officially opening an embassy in Tel Aviv just this month. Over the weekend, the U.S. intelligence source told Al Arabiya English that Israel was sending planes full of weapons to Azerbaijan. Israel supplies weapons to Azerbaijan. 2 cargo flights from Israel have already landed in Baku today, the source said. Those Turkish drones are unstoppable, the source added. An Armenian high-ranking military man is accused of spying for Azerbaijan, the National Security Service of Armenia reported. Accordingly, this Armenian citizen had transferred or collected information containing state secrets to transfer to representatives of a foreign organization. While in Georgia, the accused was recruited by representatives of the Azerbaijani Special Services, received specific assignments to obtain information about the external security of Artsakh and Armenia, the armed forces, weapons, or the transfer of information received within the service, including regarding the number of personnel, the number of types of weapons, military equipment, officers of units, etc.